Engineering Center. It's the home of the Grandville High School Robodogs.
We've got teams here for a morning event and an afternoon event. There's 24 teams this morning and 24 this afternoon, hailing from 6. It's Saturday, September 26th, and we're going to show you another VEX in the Tent event live from Grandville High School in Grandville, Michigan.
All this robotic action is coming to you from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. It's the home of the Grandville High School Robodogs.
We've got teams here for a morning event and an afternoon event. There's 24 teams this morning and 24 this afternoon, hailing from 6 different states. You want to stay with us all day because we start in the morning with our morning event, 8 a.m. qualification rounds, 11:30 starts the playoffs, and then in the afternoon...
qualification rounds start at 1:30 with the playoffs at 4:30.
2 great events back-to-back today under the big tents. 48 teams playing, 2 events, morning and afternoon. If you can join us for one or the other, great. Stay all day and watch the whole thing.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the robotic action.
All right, and welcome to the afternoon session of VEX in the Tent today. We have a large number of teams here today from all over. We've got teams from Indiana, we've got teams from Illinois, we have a team from Kentucky. Let's see what we have happen today. And in fact, we have, I believe, an Illinois and a Kentucky team on the blue side right now. On the blue side, we have 3223G. No, that is not correct. Sorry. We have 355E. And 41091A. On the red side, we have 288D and 244A. This year, what we're doing for when the teams are ready, their robots are all set up for autonomous, they will set their controller on the ground to indicate that they are ready to go.
Qualifier match 4, red table report 355K and 248.
So we'll see what the referees score.
Blue by, I think it's blue.
Blue has one autonomous.
Hold on.
We think.
Let them count.
They're all adding. The key is?
I think it's a tie. We both have 6 unscored balls. Why? Where's our 6? Is that top one count? No, that top one does not count. So there's 1, 2, 5, 6, 2, 3. Where do you see 6 unscored right now? I got 5. Okay, it's blue by 1 point? Yeah, okay.
Okay, blue has 1.
We all agree now it's blue by 1, so advantage goes to blue. So we're going to start driver control. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Here they go. You can see how fast some of these robots can score points. As both teams are quickly taking over towers, ejecting balls, putting others in as fast as they possibly can. See, there goes balls out of the red. There's jams one in there, so now they got to try and clean out the middle, but see the team, red takes one and blue takes another right after that. They happen right on top of each other. So you can see as they keep working on the side here, they just missed through 2 out. So they're going to need someone to put the field elements back in if they got thrown out. So now, red with one in. Blue has got it going. Blue actually put a red one back in, so they set them so fast. they're struggling to get him to stay in. So 4 and 198. Haven't got them out, but they got their own in. 355E puts one in the middle to take that over. The red team got one inside, but now the blue team is pulling that one out. It almost worked. Red team working for a corner, blue team looking for another corner. Blue team getting the middle. Red and blue also, their teammates, got a corner at the same time. So then the blue team here just threw in the side, got it loaded up.
5 seconds left.
As they try really quickly to get it control. And it's in. So blue got it. Blue has all towers. That was so close to the end, and this is what can happen. You have 3 towers change in the last 5 seconds, and it ends everything. So it was a very close match for the entire, for 1 minute and 40 seconds, ends up looking like a blowout because of what happens in the last 5 seconds. That is the way this game can go.
All right, we got a final blue 67, red 5. 67 to 5. Go ahead.
Blue with the win, 67 to 5.
Drive your robots to your side. Or no, like overall, not today. No, but that's today. I think we have all this. From with E. Yep.
And then that comes up. And then you say, yes, I want to use from with E. Show preview.
All right, we actually started on match, the live stream started on match 3. We are now on match 4. On the red side, we will have 355K and 248B. On the blue side, we will have 3223G and 244E.
All right, blue, let's load in. Red, let's load in.
Qualifying match 5, please load. Blue table is 3, 2.
What if the world was a blank canvas and our imagination the brush? We would use only the most vibrant colors, the most dramatic strokes, creating a world of endless expression and endless possibilities. Creating a world like Grand Rapids, where every day is a work of art and the inspiration is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
All right, on the red side, again, we have 355K and 248B.
When you're ready, let's get smoking.
On the right, on the blue side, we have 244E and 3223G.
Got one ready. Are you good now?
Checking the connection. We have 3 controllers on the ground. One more they're setting up, making sure they've got it ready. The 4th controller is now on the ground.
Okay, we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
And away they go. All right, one of the blues threw one in. Now they're trying to see if they can get that middle one also, but it kind of threw it to the side. The red got one in.
Should be a tie. We're all even all the way across, right?
All right, that is a tie on autonomous.
And let's start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the drivers begin. So let's see what, you've got different types of robots. You've got a couple with the combines. You've got a couple with, they're trying to get it loaded. You've got 3 combine styles and 1 with an arm. So we'll see what happens. They're struggling a little bit with the moving. So 3223B is to work really well with unloading. Look at that, they just loaded one, no problem. K, threw one in top also. 44E struggled a little bit. 248B is struggling a little with their motor. They're trying to reset it to get it to go. Their teammates were in the bunch. So now we're seeing where everybody's going. Their teammates are going right to the middle. Nope, they're going to the side to load it. So rather than get the middle, they made sure to get the corner. Oh, but it fell out, and they had it fall out of the field. He is looking at top, they're going to the middle. They tried against it. Now there's a little bit on the road going on. As people are trying to confirm. So now they're seeing if they can load. Just missed again. Almost got that center one. They're trying to get that center and control it. They're also trying to get this end, but they just missed. What happens in the last 10 seconds? Will be like last match where it changed everything. So they're staying close, but they want to get... Oh, and now it comes, are they touching that middle one? That will be the concern. So that one is good now. That makes a big difference because that gave them an extra row. Actually, no, just one extra row. So now they're counting. There is one red row and two blue rows. And then there is a count. So now the score. Let's see if everybody agrees.
We got a blue 26, red 17. 26, 17.
Blue 26, red 17.
I'm Doug, and this is Mike, and we're the head coaches of the Grandville High School RoboDogs, and we're standing here at the Robotics Center at 4900 Canal, right in front of the can bin.
Since April, we've collected over 750,000 cans and bottles to help fund our program. So we want to thank Grandville and the surrounding areas for all of your generosity.
We started the first week of May, and you never would have believed we'd reach 1 million cans and bottles, but we're on pace to do that by the end of September. And that 1 million cans and bottles have funded the purchase of tents and parts and cleaning supplies. They've allowed us to run day camps and overnight residential camps, and they even helped support this tournament you're watching right now. So thank you everyone for your support, and please help us by dropping those cans and bottles off here at the Robotics Center, 4900 Canal in Grandville.
We made it really easy for you. You don't have to wear a mask. Just come up to our bins and throw them in. And again, we thank you for your support.
24 hours a day, no mask required. Just pull on up, drop them off, and we'll return them for you. Thanks for your support.
Be safe. So on the red side, we have 244D and 3231S. On the blue side, we have 3223B and 3223D. I might say that wrong a lot.
Qualifying match 6, please come to the queuing tables. 288C and 248A to the blue table. 3223F and 1115B to the red table.
All right, each team has one robot ready to go. The other two are confirming their program and they're confirming connection. Yep. Let's see. All right, now it looks like they're all about ready.
You guys are all set?
Okay,
Start at top of this.
programming is a go.
1, go.
Let's see what happens. The red side just misses on one, and it doesn't run on the other. But their teammates got one end and not the other. They actually took their own red out. And they just missed the red in the middle.
going to be advantage blue.
Blue has won the autonomous.
The two reds came out over here.
They pulled their own out
All right, so
and kind of hurt
advantage
themselves.
blue, and we're going to start driver control. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so now the teams go. Let's see how fast they can load. Now the red team's pulling parts. And they've got 3 on that one right off the bat. So now they're trying to go. The blue team tried the middle and just missed. So they're trying to see red team getting another line. Blue team pulled out of it, but they're trying to get another. They're trying to get blue in. Yep, they got a blue in the corner just like that. So now the red got one in the middle. Their teammates going over to this side. And they've emptied out all the blue on one. Now 3D just put a red on top, or a blue on top to take over that tower. So now they're all trading and throwing them every which way, trying to see which way they go. So their partner just put another red in a tower. So they're fighting it off, trying to see who can go where, who can get them in the middle, who can get them there. A little bit of defense, but not much. They're more just in each other's way a bit. Now there's 3 red in the middle. So then the red is trying to get, they just cleaned out the one tower, so the only ball in the tower is a red. So they've got 10 seconds. Right now, the red team has a lot, but can the blue team do something? They just end up blocking. Oh, the red team are touching it. It looks like red team did touch it, so they wiped that out. But red has a lot of rows. Has 4 rows, so that can make up for the blue team winning autonomous. It looks like red has more points, but we'll wait for the official score. Red 36, blue 11.
All right, go ahead, disconnect, drive your robots to the side, eject any balls out of there. Chris, get the balls out of that one.
Oh. 1 sec.
What are you tipping over there for? Oh.
All right. This is match number 6. On the red side, we have 1115B, 3223F, 248A, and 288C. The 2 Grandville teams are on the blue side. So that is the 248A and 288C.
Qualifying match 7, please head to the queuing tables. On the blue side, we have 355K and 323S. On the red table, we have 244A and 3223B.
All right, as everybody's getting their programming ready to go, they get them lined up. If they've got it ready, we've got 1 controller on the ground. 248A is ready to go. So is 288C is ready to go, and 3223F is ready. Last team is confirming they got everything lined up right. They use marks on the field, the seams between squares generally to line themselves up. We'll see if they've got everything ready to go. If they're ready to go, all teams are ready to go. Let's see what happens in autonomous. 115 got one in. Red team got one in. Red team's touching, but they broke the line. We'll see what happens.
It's got to be red, right? Red advantage.
Red has the advantage.
Go ahead and pick up your controllers. And we're gonna start drive control in 3, 2, 1, go.
So now the drivers are in control, and they will do everything with their remote. So we'll see how this goes. They're lining up as the red gets the corner and blue gets the middle. Blue throws it in the middle also. So now you're going to see what teams can do to even things out. Looks like one of the reds got stuck. So that can be, oh, they got out. So now you've got other teams trying to see what they can do. Red knocks out the one out of the middle. They're trying to throw one into the middle, but they're going over to the side. Going into the corner. See what they can do, and they take a corner. So what can they do? Blue throws one right in the middle, just like that. Look at the red takes the side one.
Jack, he scored this one. No, that was.
So now they're communicating, seeing what they can do.
Jack, he scored that one.
So they're blocking each other. We'll see what happens. So now you got the difference between offense and defense going on, so you can see what they're doing. So they're able to get past. So now what are they going to do? They have 10 seconds left, so we'll see how many change sides in 10 seconds. How many fall, how many move, what happens? 2. All right, let's see what happens with the score. So that middle gave them 2 rows. For blue, it does not look like red has a row. Red did have autonomy. But that second row makes the difference, I think. And there is chain in the middle of the field again. So we'll wait for the official score. As they try to determine and agree, because both referees
Blue
agree.
23, red 17.
Blue 23, red 17. Which team lost the chain? Please review. Thank you.
Go ahead and disconnect. Drag your rollers to the side. You check the ball. Don't hit me.
It's always a good strategy not to hit the head referee. Always helps. All right, for the next match, we'll have 3-2 on the red side. We'll have 3-2-2-3B and 244A going against 323S and 355K. All right, teams can come to the field.
Qualifying match 8, please come to the queuing tables. On the blue side, we have 244E and 288D. On the red side, we have 355E and 3223A.
All right, as the teams get ready and line up, they will load their preloads. Then they will make sure to connect to the field. All right. Is everyone not connected? So when you are connected to the field, your preload is ready. Yep, just set it on the ground. We have one on the red side that is ready to go.
Done, you ready? Yep. Controller down. Done that, sorry. Can you run it? All right. Yes. It'll take some getting used to. Yeah, to prevent people from driving during off time with Bluetooth like Grandville does. Okay.
All right. One more. They're trying to get the program connected. Trying to get it to run the correct autonomous so that it does what they want and doesn't run into their teammate.
I don't know. I feel like if there's somebody like what was your software your name? Joining point this year.
Part of the advantage some of these teams have is that two of the referees are college VEX competitors, so they do have a very large amount of information and knowledge on the program in general. So it looks like the left, looks like they got it connected.
We're at 43 right now. They pick a spear and tail their vortex.
All right, preload is in. It's lined up. They are ready to go. All teams ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
And now they begin. So they threw one in. 323S gets one in. There's two reds in. Another blue. This is going to be, looks like a tie.
It's a tie, so no advantage. Pick up your controllers.
All right, everybody grab controllers.
We're going to say driver control. It's 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the drivers are controlling it. Once to start. All right, there they go. So we'll see what happens.
Yep, I know what you mean.
Back a little bit. Take it out and then, yeah.
353, switching one out. Red team getting one switched out. So you're going to see some very fast robots that can change parts in and out very quickly. As you're seeing 244A and 3223 basically are going one for one in who can swap out control of a tower faster than the other. Oh, sorry. We missed the blue had a connected row on the bottom. Blue won advantage on the autonomous.
Wait, what? How? They had a connected row right here.
So now, the couple have an issue. So they're trying to collect so they can add or remove balls. So 355K just got one. So now you're going to see everyone go move. Little gamesmanship, who can throw it in last? Who can win it? Who can get the last one out? So trying to get angles, trying to get rolls, trying to do whatever they can to change it out. All right, let's see what happens. I see one red row, I see a blue row.
And we missed it, not that it was pointed out where before it was.
So the one corner, what we call corner number one, where team 355K and 244A are near, the top ball that is blue does not count because it is the fourth one in the stack. It is above the level of the ring. So this will come down probably to autonomous. Looks like the difference.
Yeah, autonomous makes the difference. Blue wins 19 to 16.
Blue with the win, 19 to 16. The one roll on red that was not changed.
Right here that we missed. We didn't see it before we started playing. So go ahead and disconnect, drive your robots back to your side, drive your robots. What we got, and we played it.
Yep, I did mess up on the end there.
That's true. There was not any carts left on the field after that round. That is the first so far.
Welcome to the 2020-2021 game, VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above. There are 3 ways to play VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above.
First, 2 teams will collaborate in 60-second teamwork challenge matches, working together to maximize their score. Both teams will receive the same points.
Each of these teams will consist of 2 drivers and 1 robot. One driver will operate the robot for the first half of the match, and the other driver will operate it for the second half.
Second, each team will have the opportunity to compete in the Driving Skills Challenge. In these matches, teams have 60 seconds of driver-controlled time to score as many points as possible.
Third, each team will also have the opportunity to play Programming Skills Challenge matches in which they have 60 seconds of autonomous robot operation to score points, no drivers allowed.
Scores from the Driving and Programming Skills Challenges will be combined to determine a Robot Skills Challenge champion.
VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above is played on the new, wider field, measuring 6 feet by 8 feet.
Robots and game objects start on the field in predetermined positions, and there are 9 goals located around the field.
Be sure to double-check the robot size rules this year, as they may not be the same as previous VEX IQ Challenge games.
The scoring objects are risers, with a height of approximately 8.75 inches and a width of approximately 7 inches. There are a total of 27 risers on the field.
The object of the game is to score as many points as possible with your alliance partner by scoring risers in goals and completing rows.
Each riser scored inside of a goal is worth 1 point. Each riser stacked on top is worth 1 additional point.
If teams score 3 risers of the same color in a row, they will have a completed row and will earn an additional 3 points.
If teams can stack 3 risers in the same goal, and that goal is part of a completed row, they will have a completed stack and will earn an additional 30 points.
Teams will have to experiment with different scoring configurations to figure out the most efficient way to score points.
For official game rules and robot requirements for VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above, please see the game manual found at roboticseducation.org and vexiq.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com. Good luck and have a great season.
All right. All the controllers are on the ground. The teams are ready to go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And there they go. Let's see what happens. One corner. And the other side didn't move.
Look at the thing down there.
Uh-oh. We'll have to see if we lost a connection on one side of the field.
Okay. We need to reset the field. That was the field. This was disconnected.
All right. So something got hit. One side of the field actually got disconnected from the controller, and they're going to need a second to fix that. Oh. Here, let's.
Field got unplugged over there. Yep.
So they'll clean the balls back up, get everything ready. And that's 3223A, track their machine. Yeah, let the field setters do it. Yeah. Your preload's over by the center tower, so get your preload ready. Nope. All right, so it looks like we're about ready. There's just one little tweak somebody's checking on. They're checking the controller. Now let's remember not to be on the field though, guys.
I'll allow that. We can't get to it before the money.
Okay. All right.
I'll try and make that. Just don't trip over the field.
All right.
All right.
It looks like we're all ready.
Good?
We're all connected.
Let's try this again. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
That's a little different result right off the bat. Red gets 2 right off the bat. That's true if they're touching though.
We need to get up and look.
So this will determine on whether they're touching.
Katie.
They're touching one of them, but not the other.
Okay, might not. So this will be counting how many there are.
Behind the line.
Still think it's red.
It looks like red has one more. We'll wait for the official score.
Red by 1. Is that what everybody sees? I think it's red by 1. So,
All right.
It's red on it.
Red has 1 autonomous and gets the 6-point advantage.
We're going to start driving control. 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the drivers have control. So let's see what happens. So really quickly, 1 gets turned over. 35E immediately goes to the other side and throws them in. So the others are struggling a little bit. They pull it out. They get another one ready to go. 35E is just going around filling up red. 244E turns around and gets another one in for themselves, and their partner gets another one. So their partner's pulling some out right away. And they throw one in the middle. So now can their opponent get one in? Not quite. They get bumped. Just as they spit it out, but they throw one in the middle to get another tower. So the blue teams are trying to do stuff. Their 3223A lost both sides. So now they're kind of stuck. Both sides, so now it's difficult for them to move on. So then red just took another side to her. So now, can they get it from each other? What can they do? Red took a corner and then they took the middle. Blue is getting the middle. So let's see what happens as they go, as they are kind of stuck on each other and they aren't allowing that robot to move. So this will be interesting to see what happens.
Let's score it up.
So red has a lot of towers. So they're adding it all up, and then they will discuss what happens with the entanglement. Well done, team.
All right, final score is red 49, blue 8, but we do have a disqualification for entanglement on the 3223 team.
All right, so what happens is red did win, but one of the red teams gets a disqualification, so they will not get the win point due to entanglement. So 3223A will not get the win because of that. But red will. So there's a lot of parts and pieces on the field that I believe are all from 3223A. I'm pretty sure all of those components are there. So you'll see that in the scoring, which will look kind of interesting when you look at it. So now we will be moving on to match number 9. I have 3223G and 323V on the red. On the blue, I have 3223F and 3223C. On the blue.
Qualifying match 10, please head to the queuing tables. On the blue side, we have 3, 2, 2.
The RAD is the Robotic Aerial Drone Competition. This tournament right here is the Minnesota State Tournament, and it's the first race we've ever done. All of the teams that'll be in the tournament today, this is the first time they've actually even seen the competition field. Okay, so it's that crazy and that new, but the following is amazing already. We have 13 teams registered pretty much within the last month. This year's event is pretty simple. We're just doing the visual line of sight racing, and we're also doing a package drop. Okay, but these drones going forward, just like the VEX, they'll change the game pieces and the games every year, and it'll get more complicated and a little tougher as we go.
Drones are going to disrupt and transform our quality of life in many different ways, and they're already currently doing it. We'll just see the integration make it more and more ubiquitous. So right now we're using them for all different kinds of things. Mainly safety is kind of the number one thing. So I can go in and inspect a roof while standing on the ground. I don't have to get harnessed up. I don't have to climb a ladder. So I can do that and keep people safe while still performing the jobs that need to get done.
We feel drone technology, obviously you're seeing it explode. I mean, just from a couple years ago, it's gone crazy. Law enforcement uses them. Ag, where we're at, agriculture side is huge. Power line inspections, infrastructure, bridges. But the skill sets that we see going forward, obviously the autonomous side, the computer programming, that's going to be a huge skill set going forward in the future. All those kind of things are what kids are definitely going to need going forward.
Some of the skills that they learn at the competition, the biggest one is a soft skill, is about communication. In the competition, the students have to work with spotters, the driver or the flyer. He has to rely on his spotters to help him know or her know where they're dropping it. The other things they're working on is they can eventually be able to program their drone, and programming is an important skill that most people don't realize, that it teaches them problem-solving skills. So that's really important because they can go and crash and come back and say, okay, we got to try it over again. And they go at it, and they find that they get successful at it.
We enjoy being a team. Like, it's nice having just a few people, and we all three work together good. And it's just fun to get the experience together and like learn about different things.
I want to go into like aircraft and things like that, and it's just, you know, it'll help out. You can learn some things that you don't have to maybe pay for, and I think it's fun to learn.
I would encourage anybody to be a coach, whether it's robotics, drone racing.
And there go the autonomous. They seem to be going very slow on this side. Let's see what happens. All right, so they've got 2. So they got them jammed in. Oh, and that stopped. So that'll be interesting.
They still have a connected road here, so that's going to be an advantage to the red. So go ahead and pick up your controllers.
So red has the advantage.
Red wins on time, so we're going to start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, now the drivers begin, and they immediately collect another row. And they throw in and connect another tower. So how fast can they get the towers over? Almost got one. 223B almost got one thrown in the center. C just had it roll out of the center. Now 3223B throws 1 and 2 in the center. So right now, red has an advantage on numbers. One of the teams lost their intake, so that will make it difficult on them. Some defense, they were able to knock the ball out. But then the red immediately jumps in and throws 2 more back in. Some pretty good defense on knocking balls out of towers going on all over. As they're getting multiples out. So then Blue's doing pretty good on defense, and D's scoring but it's hard to keep up with red as red just keeps on throwing them in. So this is getting difficult for them, but they can restore really fast, which helps them a lot. So blue's a little caught on it. Oh, they got out. So now they're trying to see if they can do it. Both red teams are going for that middle, because right now it's the only tower I see that they do not have control of. Nope, they just lost another. So blue's continuing their defense. All right. We'll read the scores off in a minute. It looks like red has it. We'll wait for the official score. Red has 3 rows that I can count. We'll see if my count is correct. And we'll see what the official numbers are from the referees. Red 34, blue 6.
Go ahead and disconnect your controllers, drive your robots to the side, eject any ball.
There All right. There's a bit of parts again. So you'll, once again, more parts on the field. That's a pretty common occurrence this year. It's actually more common to have major components of the robots on the field than it is to have no parts on the field right now. So they are resetting the field as we get ready. Match number 10. This will be 41091A. Revelation out of Kentucky with 355B. They will be going against 248B and 3223E.
Qualifying match 11, please head to the queuing tables. On the blue table, we have 244D and 248D. On the red side, we have 3231S and 248A.
All right, it looks like the teams are almost ready to go. I've got 3 teams ready, they're loaded. They've got their controllers on the ground. The last team is making sure it's ready. All right, they're seeing if they've got the right program ready to go. That is a lot of orange. It is easy to identify that team. Even their controller is orange. It matches their robot.
We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's see what happens to be autonomous. I know their robot jammed a bit. They got one in. See what happens, and they descored. Oh, it looks like we had a failure on the blue side again. So we'll have to see what happens.
We got it field disconnected again.
So it looks like we're going to have to try and figure out what happened.
We're going to need to reset the field.
Yep. So everybody please grab your robots. Get them set. Double check their setup. Not sure why we didn't have this happen once all morning. And now we've had it twice in 3 matches, so. Because it's 2020, that's right. All right, so everyone can double check. They now know what, well, the red team knows what their autonomous is going to do.
Sorry, but that cord came out. I've not kept it in there.
So they're double checking it.
Weird.
All right, looks like we've almost got it ready. One of the red teams is double checking they got the programming set up right. Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Okay, you guys are ready. You guys were easy. These guys have to reset up everything.
Okay.
You guys are good?
Red's ready? Blue's ready?
Chris, do you hear that feedback?
We'll do the autonomous again. That looks a little better. Oh, and they got one to drop in right at the last second. What's the count? They got a full row still. Red with the autonomous.
Pick up your controllers.
Control
Start
ready?
driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's see what happens when they quickly load a couple in for red. Blue's getting some in. Blue's got a tower now. So where are they going? They're all trying to scramble and get one in. See what can happen. Now Blue's got to try and get it. Red's got a couple in. Blue knocks one out, throw one in. But while they were doing it, Red managed to get 2 towers. So let's see, there's one tower not claimed, another tower not just missed. Blue takes the middle tower. 2 teams are going for that at the same time. Blue managed to grab it. So now they're tangled with their... Oh, and now they tangled their teammate, which is going to cause some problems. So can the blue team take advantage of the fact that the red team are tied to each other? So can they work together now that they are tied together? Let's see what happens. They're working together to see if it's like a 3-legged race right now as they are completely tied together. But they still got one in. So the blue team is trying to take advantage of the fact they're moving together, they're trying to do stuff together, and they still get the middle. So now they're driving together. They are trying, they just got another one tied. They figured this out on what they need to do. They have to move together, but they still manage to get, they still manage to get 4 towers while completely connected together. It took them a few seconds, but then they got it figured out and they made it work. And it looks like blue team was not able to take advantage of it. And once again, a conveyor intake was destroyed in a match. So good teamwork by those 2 teams. Made the best of a bad situation, try to see what they can do to fix it.
We have red 36, blue 8.
Red 36, blue 8.
Disconnect your controllers, drive your robots to the side, grab your robot.
All right.
Teams, if you would like to participate.
I'm Doug, and this is Mike, and we're the head coaches of the Grandville High School RoboDogs, and we're standing here at the Robotics Center at 4900 Canal, right in front of the can bin.
Since April, we've collected over 750,000 cans and bottles to help fund our program. So we want to thank Grandville and the surrounding areas for all of your generosity.
We started the first week of May, and you never would have believed we'd reach 1 million cans and bottles, but we're on pace to do that by the end of September. And that 1 million cans and bottles have funded the purchase of tents and parts and cleaning supplies. They've allowed us to run day camps and overnight residential camps, and they even helped support this tournament you're watching right now. So thank you everyone for your support, and please help us by dropping those cans and bottles off here at the Robotics Center, 4900 Canal in Grandville.
We made it really easy for you. You don't have to wear a mask. Just come up to our bins and throw them in. And again, we thank you for your support.
24 hours a day, no mask required. Just pull on up, drop them off, and we'll return them for you. Thanks for your support.
3D and 1115B.
All those softball years coming in play.
All right, so now they're getting their preloads ready. They're making sure they've got the right program selected, getting their angles lined up right to make sure that it goes, it starts on the line that they want it to start on. They're almost ready. We'll see what happens. Once they're ready, they get the lights on, they get everything ready. Make sure you've got connection on the ground, Looks like we're all ready. On we go for autonomous. So it looks like both red and blue had some issues. But red descored one of their own to start with. But is he touching? It is a tie because the blue team is touching their own. They're looking to confirm. They are touching. So it is a tie. Going into driver control. And away they go. But immediately both of them throw them in and they quickly change a couple towers.
Hey, teams in the pits. A couple things. Many of you have to pay your event fees yet today. I'm going to come around in a minute with my hat out and collect the event fees from you all. So some of you, many of the teams need to pay their event fee for the day. If you didn't pay online, I'll come around and collect the event fees in just a minute. If you need to do skills, please do send someone to the skills field. Thanks.
And some nice defense there by the red to keep blue from taking the center. So now they're talking between each other on what they're going to be doing from a scoring versus rescoring standpoint. Try and run a little blocking, try to just pull the opponents out, do whatever they can, as they're all swapping parts out fast as they can. So now they're deciding which ones they're snapping which way, so they got to try and do it. Sometimes they're stuck, sometimes they're having problems. So now you can see how fast some of these can change position based on when they do stuff. So now they're trading back and forth. They have not a ton of time, but quickly you're seeing them change position on who's got control, who's got which power. Oh, and they just ran just enough defense to knock it out. And now they're touching, so that helps them red a little more. Red has a couple rows. Looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 rows for red. So that makes just some well-played defense just to bump somebody at the right time makes a huge difference.
There is 3 reds and 1 blue in there. Well, the blue is...
So now they're confirming the points. Because if you're pushed into it, I guess it still counts. So we'll find out what the score is. They will tell us. Red has 1. With a score of red 40, blue 10.
Go ahead and disconnect. Reject any balls.
So you guys want to show rankings at some point?
Oh, sure. Yes, please. Do it right now.
All right, on the next match. Match number 12. On the red side, we have 1115B, 3223D. On the blue side, we have 355E and 3223G.
Kevin, rankings, yeah, 2 rankings are
Qualifying match 13, please head to the cue tables. On the blue side, we have 3223E and 3223F. On the red side, we have 248D and 288D.
And online, you are watching the rankings as they stand right now. We will periodically put this up while the fields are being reset and the teams are getting their programs ready to go. it gives you an idea of where all the teams are at this moment in time. Now they can move quickly. All right, looks like teams are about ready. Once they've got them lined up, once they've got it ready, so they're lining everything up. They'll adjust it accordingly. Once they are ready, if your controllers, if you have comm, if your power's on, you've got your program ready to go, just put it on the ground.
Actually, can we make sure all the stoppers and the toys they go to the correct place? Same with that one.
All right, so they are double checking the zip tie in the corner as sometimes things move. So you have to adjust them as they go.
When you take them out, stand up in there instead, and that works better. We don't like stand up, stand. All right. All right, all controllers are down.
Looks like all controllers are on the ground. Teams ready to go. And there's O'Connor. Oh, they came out too fast and actually knocked them out of the ground, on the ground. One more try, can it do it? Oh, and they fed the opponents in the top.
It's got to be blue, right?
They're counting out the numbers.
Blue, so go ahead and pick up your controllers.
Blue with the advantage. Everyone picks up and gets ready to go on driver.
3, 2, 1, go.
And now the drivers, they try and change it up quick. Just like that, they're slamming them back and forth, dropping them in, changing things as fast as they can. That's their goal. What can they change? How soon can you change? What is the fastest way to change the power? That's what they're trying to do. So you see quickly they change the power there. Red has taken the middle power. Blue takes the corner. Then blue is trying to add to the corner. Red has got some on the other side. Oh, they had one bounce out. So now they got to go find another blue ball that they can grab. So they got to talk. Oh, they knocked their own out. So red swapping one out. Red swapping another one out. So what? Red's trying to see where they can load another one. Blue just got a corner, and they have one all out, so they got another one in. Even though it bounced out, they got another. Just over 20 seconds left as they try and swap them out. So now some get the middle, some are trying to get whatever. Blue just rolled it in. And they try to box it. Oh, and they quickly dump it out. And they're trying to see where they can throw it. 5 seconds, what happens? Oh, doesn't quite knock it out the corner. And this one looks like blue did not get this corner number 4. Because it is hung up and there are 3, so it is above. So we'll have the officials measure it. There is chain, there is some intake chain that the official has, the referee has, so determine whose that is. Well, the referees, blue has 1 row. Does red have a row? I did not see a red row. So it's going to be a ball count and how that goes with the autonomous.
won't do that. They tell you exactly what you can't. Yeah. So, we good? We have blue 20, red 6.
Blue 20, red 6.
Disconnect, ride your robots to the side. You can eject that light out if you got a ball. Thank you.
All right, thank you, teams. As we get ready for match number 13.
As busy as the world gets, there are still times when things move a little slower, when life is a little simpler, and the local color looks good enough to eat. Welcome to harvest time, when Mother Nature puts on a whole new wardrobe, and we look at life in a whole new way. So pull out that favorite sweater and grab yourself a little piece of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Red side, we have 288C and 3223D.
So you play commercial and then go to the last slide. And it automatically.
Yeah, you don't have to touch it. It just comes down. Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, so the team's talking, seeing who wants on what side. That way when they start, so now they got to find the right preload.
Go. Hi, my name is Mike Evely. I'm one of the head coaches of the RoboDogs, and we're here to talk to you today about Donors Choose. Donors Choose is a website which allows teachers to raise funds for projects for their classrooms. We've used Donors Choose to raise funds to purchase a number of items here at the Robotics Center, like 3D printers, robot parts, and computers. We're here today to ask that you go to the Donors Choose website, find our projects, and please donate.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Go to www.donorschoose.org. Search for Mr. Evely, E-V-E-L-E, and you can donate to support the RoboDogs 3D printers. Thanks again.
It's ready to go and loaded. 248D is making sure they got the right program selected. As they've got their, nope, they don't have their preload in. Preload. All right.
We're going to go programming autonomous. 3, 2, 1, go.
And now we get autonomous. Let's see what happens. Some worked. Some didn't. Now they have to see if they're touching. Red might have lost if they're touching. Now they got to count because so many are being touched by the robots. They have to see which ones count.
Team 288C, you are due to the red table.
And it'd be a lot more complicated. It'd be a lot more. I put the lights on it and I stood
So now they're counting out.
And I had these things on the bottom. And I stick them right out.
Right. So it looks like
They're both rows still. So it is red.
red has won autonomous by 1. So
Pick up your controllers.
once the drivers are ready,
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
the drivers will begin again. So now they're trying to swap out. And red right away gets one changed over. They get a second changed over. And then they get the middle. So very quickly, red took over 3 towers in a matter of about 20 seconds to get those ready. One of the teams lost their intake, so now they're struggling with that. So the blue team was able to do some defense to knock the ball out. So now, let's see what happens with defense versus offense. So red's able to get another. Blues, one of the blues is basically playing defense, trying to see what they can do. So how does that work? So they're trying to score while their other team is defending. And just missed. Red, even with the defense on them, they managed to get more knocked out. So Blue's trying very hard to get those things knocked out of there. Blue with another tower de-scored entirely. So seeing what they can do. So can they score while they're being defended? There's 10 seconds left. What's going to happen in the next 10 seconds? They're seeing what they can do. 2-1. All right. I see 1-2 red rows. I do not see any blue rows. There is more intake parts on the field. There's a little bit of chain on this side also, Steve. So there's a little bit more. So once they get all the parts back to the team, they are good to go. Official scorers are, I see thumbs up.
I told them. Red 27, blue 7.
Red 27, blue 7.
What if the world was a blank canvas and our imagination the brush? We would use only the most vibrant colors, the most dramatic strokes, creating a world of endless expression and endless possibilities. Creating a world like Grand Rapids, where every day is a work of art and the inspiration is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Please head to your queuing tables. On the blue side, we need 323S and 41091A. On the red side, we need 248A and 323V.
All right, so now they are getting the field ready, getting the preloads going, seeing what they can do. Your preload is right next to the center tower. It looks like we have one team on each side is ready to go. They've got their, nope, blue side is ready to go. Looks like red side is ready to go now. All right, they're just picking up a few little pieces on the way.
All right, we are ready for autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
And there goes autonomous. They throw one in. Red's got one on each. Blue's trying to match. So now they have to add. So red maintained a row.
It is going to be a red advantage. Go ahead and pick up your joysticks.
Red advantage going to driver control.
3, 2, 1, go.
And now we'll see them go. Let's see what happens. And there goes one of the balls flying, so we'll have to have somebody load that in. Red with it all in. Red with another one in. Get a bit of defense, get him out of the way. you've got the drive coaches telling people where to go with it, trying to help their drivers to make sure they get it right. So what can they do? Blue shoves one in. A little bit of a defensive play right there. Nicely done. Red throwing one in there. So now Red's trying to get one in the corner. Just misses. Blue's trying to take over another corner. So now what are they going to do? Now we've seen a lot of pushing with a little over 30 seconds left. They're trying to see what they can do. Let's see who they can move, who they can get attached, who they can pull out. So what are they doing? Red's trying to clean out. Red's got another in the middle. So now they're seeing where they can throw one. All right, let's see what happens. Red's got one out of the way. Oh, all right, let's see what the count is. Oh, okay. Yep. So let's see what happens with the count on this. Trying to look for rows. Doesn't look like anyone's got a row. No, one row. Looks like Red got one row. That one in the middle helped. As long as they aren't touching it, they've got it. So let's see, they've got scores up. Red 14, blue. Can go look up the score. All right.
Yeah, sorry. Final score was 26 to 10.
Final score was 26 to 10.
Welcome to the 2020-2021 game, VEX IQ Challenge, Rise Above. There are 3 ways to play VEX IQ Challenge, Rise Above.
First, 2 teams will collaborate in 60-second teamwork challenge matches, working together to maximize their score. Both teams will receive the same points.
Each of these teams will consist of 2 drivers and 1 robot. One driver will operate the robot for the first half of the match, and the other driver will operate it for the second half.
Second, each team will have the opportunity to compete in the Driving Skills Challenge. In these matches, teams have 60 seconds of driver-controlled time to score as many points as possible.
Third, each team will also have the opportunity to play Programming Skills Challenge matches in which they have 60 seconds of autonomous robot operation to score points, no drivers allowed.
Scores from the Driving and Programming Skills Challenges will be combined to determine a Robot Skills Challenge champion.
VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above is played on the new, wider field, measuring 6 feet by 8 feet.
Robots and game objects start on the field in predetermined positions, and there are 9 goals located around the field.
Be sure to double-check the robot size rules this year, as they may not be the same as previous VEX IQ Challenge games.
The scoring objects are risers, with a height of approximately 8.75 inches and a width of approximately 7 inches. There are a total of 27 risers on the field.
The object of the game is to score as many points as possible with your alliance partner by scoring risers in goals and completing rows.
Each riser scored inside of a goal is worth 1 point. Each riser stacked on top is worth 1 additional point.
If teams score 3 risers of the same color in a row, they will have a completed row and will earn an additional 3 points.
If teams...
All right, away goes the programming on the autonomer. Let's see if the last 2 can score or not. And they both do. So now it's going to be a count. Because they both filled their rows and did some de-scoring. So this is going to be a close count.
Wait, no, yeah, we won. Huh? Yes, you guys won. So 5 to 2. We won! 5 to 2, so I think I got red by 1.
So they're determining whether they've got the numbers right. They're double checking the numbers. It looks
5 to 1 here, 5 to 2 here.
so red wins by 1.
Red by 1.
Both of them completed their rows.
Hey, that was great.
That was a very good autonomous for both.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now they're going to fly. You're going to see control of the towers in this match is probably not going to last very long. It doesn't matter which tower it is. You're going to see them changing fast and furious. A little bit of bump here and there, and sure enough, somebody doesn't score. So as they're throwing balls left and right, trying to get things completed, trying to take away towers, trying to add towers, you are seeing every 5 seconds just about somebody's losing control of a tower. And sometimes it's faster than that. Depends on how fast they can do it. So now you're seeing blue takes another one, red takes another one. Blue takes another. Red, 2 reds, and another blue. So they're basically just trading on and off as they go. Seems like every time I try and say one, it's already changed by the time I look back at it. Blue with another, red with another. Oh, red had one fall out. That cost him a few seconds. So but they got it back. Red got the other one next to it. Blue gets another one. Blue got another corner. So 20 seconds left. So the 2 reds got stuck together. Somebody got stuck together. So what's going to happen in the final 10 seconds? How many are going to change? Who's going to change position in the final 10 seconds?
5 seconds left.
2, 3, 2, 1. As the middle gets de-scored right at the end. But blue was able to score 2 at the very end. So even though they lost it, they managed to score quite a few. Blue has a lot of rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. All right, so we're going to see what the official score is.
Blue 36, red 12.
Blue 36, red 12.
Go ahead, our other referee here.
Please carefully go around to where you can drive off. Wonderful. Thank you. All right, looks like we might need a couple minutes for a bit of field repair. So it's probably going to be a minute or 2.
Hi, my name is Mike Evely. I'm one of the head coaches of the RoboDogs, and we're here to talk to you today about Donors Choose. Donors Choose is a website which allows teachers to raise funds for projects for their classrooms. We've used Donors Choose to raise funds to purchase a number of items here at the Robotics Center, like 3D printers, robot parts, and computers. We're here today to ask that you go to the Donors Choose website, find our projects, and please donate.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Go to www.donorschoose.org. Search for Mr. Evely, E-V-E-L-E, and you can donate to support the RoboDogs 3D printers. Thanks again.
As busy as the world gets, there are still times when things move a little slower, when life is a little simpler, and the local color looks good enough to eat. Welcome to harvest time, when Mother Nature puts on a whole new wardrobe, and we look at life in a whole new way. So pull out that favorite sweater and grab yourself a little piece of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
All right, and we're back. So now we're just double checking the heights on a few of them. All right, on the field you can go and you're good to go. So the blue side had a little more access, so they were good to go already. Red has a little bit of work still being done. So they can set up their preloads.
Qualifying match 17. On the red side is 3223A and 355K. On the blue side is 1115B and 3231S.
All right, this will be match 16. On the red side, we have 244E and 3223C. On the blue side, we have 355V and 3223B. All right, it looks like now they can just some quick double checking of the heights while they get them connected. So they're getting their preload loaded, everything lined up.
You're not allowed to.
Sarah knows the rules.
Yeah, I did it earlier.
He's making sure that they do not cross the white line. They can sit on the white line, but they cannot touch the gray on the other side in their area. So 3 controllers on the ground, 4th on the ground, but they're double checking to make sure they're actually
You guys good?
ready.
All right, we're ready for autonomous. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and begin autonomous. So this did not quite work. All right. So blue, red. Now they got to count.
Got one, but the connected row there stays
That's
intact,
different.
so blue gets the autonomous advantage.
Blue wins by having the row left, by breaking a row.
Hand, driver control, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now it's up to the drivers. Let's see what they can do. So everyone's trying to get something together. Let's see what they can do. So now can they get a corner? There's 3 robots standing in the corner, and nothing much really happened there. So blue was able to take the middle. So what can they do? A little bit of deep. One of the blue robots is making sure they can do score, so the other one is seeing what they can do to score. So now red is struggling getting some in. One of the blues is basically on defense, so they've got them just knocking them out. While their teammate puts parts up high. So blue found a couple good rolls for themselves. And red is struggling a little bit trying to get the balls in the towers. So that's allowed blue to add a couple extra ones in. So blue seeing what they can do, seeing if they can keep it, seeing if they can restore it, seeing what they can do. Because right now, red's got 7 seconds to try and break a couple lines and see what they can do. We've seen a little bit of defense to break stuff up, and that's it. Now did they just touch?
This is something that's almost unheard of. Research tools made by West Michigan.
Then they have a lot of rows. Red broke up 3 rows there at the end. So now we will wait. Blue has 1. We'll wait for the official recognition. Blue 50, red 5.
Go ahead and disconnect, drive your robots to the side, please.
Now they have to see.
Here it is. NASA blasted this test rocket into space this morning. It carried on board several instruments made by members of the Grandville High Robo-Dogs team. This is video of team members making a balloon that they sent several miles above Earth's surface earlier this month. Now we have to tell you NASA doesn't tap high school teams to make the tools it will use in its space research every single day. Here's how it happened. A former Robo-Dogs member who goes to Johns Hopkins University was working on a NASA project. And when his team became stumped, he turned to his former high school team for help, and they came through. Brian joins us in studio right now with two of the team leaders on all this.
Sue, I want to introduce on the outside Mike Everly, he's the RoboDogs coach, and Mike Hepfer, who was the lead of a team of 7 students who designed and made a special box, several of them that were used aboard the rocket launch today, and they did bring a prototype along with them. Yep. Thanks for coming in tonight, guys. We appreciate it. You see the pictures of that rocket launch. I got to believe there's a big sense of pride there.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Tell me about this prototype. What is it supposed to be doing for NASA?
Well, this was the first of the design of the box. Inside holds the components. There would be a Arduino, which is a computer system that records some data from the flight. And there would be a GPS unit and several batteries for the rest of the rockets or boxes functions.
Okay, so it's like a container that they're able to use. And I guess the story goes, the former team member they were having a hard time getting the schematics to work.
That's right.
Take me through that. When did you guys come into play?
Go ahead, Mike. Well, they were working on it, and they were getting pretty close to the end of it, and they didn't have any finished products or anything they could really fabricate. So they came in, and we hopped on a computer with some CAD drawing programs, and we worked through a couple of their drawings, reformatted them, and actually made a couple prototypes. And they worked out. They sent them in. They did the testing with them that they did. They took a week, and they tested this for heat, if it could make it through.
Red gets one jammed in. Blue pulls some out and adds some in. Red throws one in. Blue gets another in the middle. So now it's going to be a counting.
Gotta be blue, right? We have blue. So go ahead and pick up your controller.
By the count, blue has one autonomous.
And we're going to start drive control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Now the drivers have control. Oh, driver control.
It's okay.
All right, so blue takes the corner. Now they're trying to... Blue's seeing what they can do, whether they can get control. A little bit of defense there.
Down to the bottom and change what's wide. We got halfway through a video.
So you see the teams are talking to each other, making sure they do the same. They don't do the same thing. So that some do. So that way they can change which robot does what. They want to throw one. One can go for a corner, one goes to the middle. They can change who's doing what. That way they don't waste time doing the same thing. So right now you're seeing change of control for towers fast and furious. So as you got a couple, mostly blues out, but you got 2 red towers, 4 blue towers. Blue just took another, but red is trying to take that red tower right there, or trying to take a blue tower out. So blue just took another corner. Red is just pulling controls, trying to yank them out. While their partner is busy throwing red on top, they're pulling them out of the bottom. So let's see what they can do. Who's doing it? On the last second, red knocks the center one out, costing a couple rows. That actually cost 2 rows. So now it's going to be, how many rows are there? It looks like 3 or 2 blue rows. No red rows. So we're going to have to get the official score to see what they say.
Blue 25, red 4.
Blue 25, red 4.
All right, go ahead and disconnect, eject all the balls, and drive.
And then it worked, so we had to make more.
That's phenomenal. How do you capitalize on this, Mike? I mean, you guys, I'm sure you're getting a little of attention out of this, but this is a big deal.
This is a big deal. What's great about this is the students did the work. We have a CNC machine on site that was made possible through donations in our community and through a website called CrowdRise. And that made it possible for our students to be trained on things that oftentimes students who are sophomores or juniors in college don't see. So they're working with the CNC machine, working with the CAD/CAM systems in ways that they would normally not see until they reach college.
You know, I was joking earlier about NASA crowdsourcing through high schools because of their budget problems, but do you think that this is kind of the wave of the future? This was really collaborative.
It was very collaborative. It means that our high school and others are gaining these resources, these technological resources, to be able to make real contributions. We've been sending up some, as was said earlier, some high altitude balloons. And we put up some instruments on those to check for altitude, and even put some film on board to check for gamma radiation. So
there you go.
So we're just we're getting into the space stuff.
What's next then?
Well, actually, we have a kickoff on the 18th at our Build Center, and we're inviting lots of younger RoboDogs to come take place, and we're going to launch another balloon, our biggest balloon yet, so we're hoping to reach an altitude record.
Yeah, I can't imagine. This is a great way to get kids interested in science. This has got to be right up your alley, too.
Mm-hmm.
What's in your future as you look forward? This has got to give you a lot of inspiration, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it's really something.
Onward and upward, that's
Onward
what I
and
say.
upward, yes.
A lot of kids will be interested in this. Mike Everly, RoboDogs coach. Mike Hepfer, lead team of 7 who built this container that is up in outer space as we speak. High schoolers, crowdsourced by NASA.
It's amazing. And as a side note to all this, if the RoboDogs name sounds familiar, that's because they were in the news before. The team was at a robotics competition in Canada when they had about $45,000 worth of equipment stolen. You recall that story. They tell us that they've been able to replace most of it thanks to donations and some insurance. The stolen items were never recovered.
All right.
On time in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now let's see what the robots do. All right, couple errors, but some did well. Just a little bit of a miss. This last blue one, oh, that could have changed it because they're touching. What is this? This is going to be a count score. But there's other touching, so we'll see what happens, or if they are touching.
Pick up this one. Yeah, 3 to 3. So it's 3 to 2 over here, so blue has the 3, right?
So they're determining who's got what.
Blue by 1. So it's 3 to 3, red to blue there. This bottom one doesn't count, that bottom one doesn't count. So it's 3 to 2 over here. There's only 2 red ones.
All right. Looks like
Blue by 1.
blue wins by 1 and gets the autonomous.
Alright, so driver control 3, 2, 1, go.
Now the drivers are going. Let's see what can happen. So we'll see how fast. You're going to see a lot of quick change in who's got control of what. Run, and they tried something that didn't quite work, so now they got to reload and do they now they got the middle. The red just missed on this side also. Blue took the red out of the middle, but their shot at throwing a blue in the middle missed also. So then red just shoved it in and called it good. Then they knocked it out, but they threw 2 in instead. Blue unloading on one side and loading on the other. And they changed over to 1. Blue and red changed them out. They're all just very quickly putting some in and putting some out. Looks like one of the robots has an issue. That will be very problematic for that robot. So, I'm not sure what the problem is, but one of the blue robots is dead. 30 seconds. So that's going to put a lot of stress on 323S to get control and to try and outwork the other 2 robots. So now it's a matter of communication. Can they work together? This looks really close, but there's... So are there any rows? It looks like blue has one row. Blue had autonomous, and getting a row could be the difference.
Red's touching there as well.
So I did not see a red row, but one blue. So we'll see what the official score is. So it's up to...
The red is touching on both of them.
All right, final score is...
Blue 20, red 7.
20-7, blue. So even with their partner dying, they were able to get enough strategic.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition Change UP.
Change UP is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC Change-Up field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could descore one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end of the match. This year, each alliance also has the opportunity to earn an additional win point in the autonomous period by completing their home row. The home row is the row of goals closest to their own alliance station.
The 1-minute, 45-second driver control period begins once the autonomous bonus winner has been determined. At the end of the driver control period, after all objects and robots have come to rest, the match will be scored to determine the winning alliance. Remember, VRC games are not scored until the driver control period has ended.
Official rules and game information for VEX Robotics Competition Change UP can be found at roboticseducation.org or vexrobotics.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com.
Best of luck, and have a great 2020-2021 season.
Let's try this again. 3, 2, 2, 3, F. Please report to the blue table.
All right, as we go, here goes autonomous. Let's see what happens.
Sounds better.
Looks like it's thinking slowly. It's getting there. It doesn't have much time, but it did get one in. All right, let's see if anything's touching. It's going to be a count.
Sorry, I know.
This row has been broken up. Red with the autonomous win. All right, as they're trying to move some, Blue's trying to get a hold of an end, and they've got three robots kind of on top of each other here, seeing who can do what. Blue got one. There is an intake that broke, but they seem to be able to get the balls in there regardless. So let's see what happens. A little bit of defense going on, just enough pushing to move things up. Move things around, cause a little bit of problems. Let's see what can happen as they're getting pushed out of the way. So let's see what they can do. Can't quite get the ball in there for Blue, but they picked a couple up. So there's a lot of pieces and parts in the way on this corner trying to get some in. So just a little nudge as they were trying to throw them, and they didn't quite get it in. All right, and the Blue was able to get one in. Red's trying to deep score in the corner. Red's trying to score. Red pulled it out of the way. And they got it in. So Blue's trying to see what they can do if they can score it in the middle. Almost. So now you got to count. Let's see how many rows there are. I see 2 blue rows. I do not see a red row. So let's see what the official score is. Red did have autonomous, but 2 rows can make up for a lot. So let's see what they agree on the scores. Red 14, Blue 20. Blue wins that one. That was a pretty close match, right to the end. As they try to spit out the balls and move. So there's a bit of parts that they'll have to pick up at the end also. So they'll get that handed back. All right.
The RAD is the Robotic Aerial Drone Competition. This tournament right here is the Minnesota State tournament, and it's the first race we've ever done. All of the teams that'll be in the tournament today, this is the first time they've actually even seen the competition field. Okay, so it's that crazy and that new, but the following is amazing already. We have 13 teams registered pretty much within the last month. This year's event is pretty simple. We're just doing the visual line of sight racing, and we're also doing a package drop. Okay, but these drones going forward, just like the VEX, they'll change the game pieces and the games every year, and it'll get more complicated and a little tougher as we go.
Drones are going to disrupt and transform our quality of life in many different ways, and they're already currently doing it. We'll just see the integration make it more and more ubiquitous. So right now we're using them for all different kinds of things. Mainly safety is kind of the #1 thing. So I can go in and inspect a roof while standing on the ground. I don't have to get harnessed up. I don't have to climb a ladder. So I can do that and keep people safe while still performing the jobs that need to get done.
We feel drone technology, obviously you're seeing it explode. I mean, just from a couple years ago, it's gone crazy. Law enforcement uses them. Ag, where we're at, agriculture side is huge. Power line inspections, infrastructure, bridges. But the skill sets that we see going forward, obviously the autonomous side, the computer programming, that's going to be a huge skill set going forward in the future. All those kind of things are what kids are definitely going to need going forward.
Some of the skills that they learn at the competition, the biggest one is a soft skill, is about communication. In the competition, the students have to work with spotters, the driver or the flyer. He has to rely on his spotters to help him know or her know where they're dropping it. The other things they're working on is they can eventually be able to program their drone, and programming is an important skill that most people don't realize, that it teaches them problem-solving skills. So that's really important because they can go and crash and...
All right, there goes autonomous. Red pushes one in on one side, throws one in on the other side. Blue just jammed one in, and they did flip it in on the other side. Let's see what happens. Both broke the line. Now it'll come to a count. What is the number? So they got to count how many extras. So this will be a ball count exercise. Looks like a tie. 2, 4, 5. This is match.
Yeah, just focus on this real first. Going into your
Okay, it is a tie. So it will, when it goes to driver control, there is no advantage. And away they go. So they are talking, trying to see what they are going to do. Who is going offense? Who is going defense? Is everybody going offense? Is everyone going defense? We'll see what happens. So let's see what they do. So red seems to have gone for one on offense, one on defense. Blue looks like they're trying to go all offense. Seeing what they can do with that. So now they're seeing what they can do. As blue continues to try and pick up and clean up. 244E is trying to load it, seeing what they can do. They're trying to take control of the tower. So let's see what happens. Another tower for blue. Red did not quite get that to work. So let's see what they're both. Let's see what happens. Red takes it. So and then immediately it gets knocked out. And some good defense. Oh, it doesn't. They get it in. So now the red is trying desperately to score over it, which they manage. So what can they do? So right now, blue has an edge in power number, but they're trying to take a few more, and they get another. What can they get? Can they get the last one for a big score? They did not. Oh, and they knocked each other out just in time. Both of them went for the same tower, and it resulted in blue getting it. Blue with all but one tower, resulting in 5 rows. But the one tower red knocked out took out 3 rows. So that shows you how valuable some of these towers are. Now we're waiting for the official score to see what happens. Pretty sure blue won, but let's wait for the final score. 1346 red.
We enjoy being a team. Like, it's nice having just a few people and we all 3 work together good. And it's just fun to get the experience together and like learn about different things.
I want to go into like aircraft and things like that, and it's just, you know, it'll help out. You can learn some things that you don't have to maybe pay for, and I think it's fun to learn.
I would encourage anybody to be a coach, whether it's robotics, drone racing. Overall, they are so young, and as you see them grow throughout the years, it's really rewarding. And of course, you don't see it in money, you just see it in the smiles, you see it in the way that they carry themselves, and in years and years they come back and they usually thank you. And it's really worth it for that.
If somebody really wants to get into the RAD or the drone competition, all they have to do is go to roboevents.com. They can go to the REC website, or they can just look up RAD. So very easy to find information.
Blue table.
All right. Teams are coming to the field now so they can plug in and line up. Let's see what they can do today. So they've got them on, now they're getting them lined up. Getting their preloads ready. .1115 even has their loader that goes in the exact location. All right, looks like 2 teams have their controller on the ground, 3 teams have their controller on the ground, ready to go. 4th team with the controller on the ground. All teams look ready. Preloads are ready. Away goes the Auton. Oh, not quite. Let's see what happens. One robot is still moving. Oh, and it failed to throw, almost tried to throw red on top, but it did not. So, blue with the autonomous win. Driver control. Now red's got it to work. All right, let's see what they can do. Couple of quickly taking control. 3-2-2-3, playing a bit of defense, trying to help their team out. A blue tower and a red tower right within a second of each other. Blue with another tower, just missed one. Red's trying to get another one. Red gets another, just misses. Red's going for another one, and they've got it. And blue takes another one. Red's going right back, and then they fill it right back in. So they're trading control. Just misses. Blue takes another one while they re-score each other. Let's see what happens. This is going to come down right to the wire as red gets another one and blue gets... Nope, red throws it out of the field. Just missed. So blue's trying to see what they can do to get this one. What can they do? Blue's trying for both. Blue got one, did not get the other. Red's going for another. 3, 2, 1. And they just got it, but they're touching it. Blue has 1 row. Now you're sitting on the one over here. Red does not have a row. So blue had the autonomous. So that puts them in a very good condition. They have autonomous and a row. Let's wait for the official score.
Red 6, blue 18.
6-18.
Hi, my name is Mike Evely. I'm one of the head coaches of the RoboDogs, and we're here to talk to you today about Donors Choose. Donors Choose is a website which allows teachers to raise funds for projects for their classrooms. We've used Donors Choose to raise funds to purchase a number of items here at the Robotics Center, like 3D printers, robot parts, and computers. We're here today to ask that you go to the Donors Choose website, find our projects, and please donate.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Go to www.donorschoose.org. Search for Mr. Evely, E-V-E-L-E, and you can donate to support the RoboDogs 3D printers. Thanks again.
Qualification match 23, please head to the queuing tables. On the red table is 355V and 32.
Wish you were here. Words we've often seen on postcards and letters from friends and family. Luckily, there's an entire state that whispers, wish you were here. Climbing my dunes, sailing on my breezes, walking along my beaches, and getting lost and found in my forests. This is a postcard from Michigan, where wishing you were here is the heart of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
At their set location. Hopefully they've talked to their teammates so they know what their teammates' robot will do in autonomous. Because quite often, not regularly, but you will more than often see teammates crash into each other during autonomous. All right, looks like the blue team is ready. They're staying inside their box and ready to go. The red team just got it ready. Controllers are all on the ground and they are ready to go. And now the robots go on their own, and blue with one. Red spins out. So much spin it actually spun itself out. And just missed. Blue just missed to get the full roll on that side. But they did get a row, so that could be the difference. Blue has the autonomous. Drivers ready? Now they go. So let's see how fast you're going to see things change in this one. You're going to see things move real fast here. As you're seeing teams bump into each other, so much spin it spun itself out. Oh, once again, they get a little too much speed. So now you're seeing them, they are flipping parts. One is throwing parts, but they're still loading left and right, getting control of towers left and right. They are trading so fast. You're watching teams trade corners. One does it. The next one flips it over. The instant they move out of the way, the other team's already got it sometimes. So one team's trying to play defense while the other two teams are just saying, forget it, we're going all offense, we're going to outscore you. So we'll see what happens at the end as they try to continue. So a little bit of crashing into each other, and then they get the middle. Just like that. So they're doing their job, but can they do it? Can they play defense so the one team can load parts or load balls faster than the other two teams can score? So that's what they're doing, trading parts, trading instant. Just about. Blue with a lot of towers. No one's got this corner. Quite a few intake components. It looks like blue has 5 rows. That was a very well done match. You could see it went right till the end when a few changed really fast right at the end, and that was the difference right there. Five to 48, blue won that one.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition Change UP.
Change UP is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC Change UP field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could descore one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end of the match. This year, each alliance also has the opportunity to earn an additional win point in the autonomous period by completing their home row. The home row is the row of goals closest to their own alliance station.
The 1-minute, 45-second driver control period begins once the autonomous bonus winner has been determined. At the end of the driver control period, after all objects and robots have come to rest, the match will be scored to determine the winning alliance. Remember, VRC games are not scored until the driver control period has ended.
Official rules and game information for VEX Robotics Competition Change UP can be found at roboticseducation.org or vexrobotics.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com.
Best of luck, and have a great 2020-2021 season.
Wish you were here. Words we've often seen on postcards and letters from friends and family. Luckily, there's an entire state that whispers, wish you were here. Climbing my dunes, sailing on my breezes, walking along my beaches, and getting lost and found in my forests. This is a postcard from Michigan, where wishing you were here is the heart of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
All right, let's start it.
Get ready, loaded.
All right, ready, Jack? You still got your controller in your hand. I haven't grabbed my phone yet. You had us all really confused.
Qualification match 24, please head to your queuing tables. On the red table is 288C and 3223E. On the blue table is 3231S and 3223G.
How do you know when your cameraman's getting tired? Okay, looks like we are back. The teams are just finishing their adjustments on the red side after it was fixed. So now they're setting their programs, setting their preload. seeing what it's going to do. Yep. Once they're ready, they will put their controllers down and be ready to go. And a good catch by the referee to make sure a robot was on. All right. It looks like are we ready? All right. Controllers are on the ground. Referees are ready. And there's our autonomous. One barely missed on the blue side. Red just threw it out of the park. Have to see what they're all done, what the score is. Red did get a row. All right.
So red, pick up your controllers. We're going to start drivers. 3, 2, 1, go.
Red won with and now it's autonomous or driver control. Now we'll see what role everyone takes. If they're trying to both blue teams able to score, red able to throw it in the middle again. Let's see what the one red is getting a little. Now I got a 4 robot pile up in the corner there. Now it's down to a 3 robot pile up. Oh, just missed going in the middle. The red's trying to get control of that corner, while blue tries for a different corner. The blue is hooked up on the zip tie in the back. On the field. So this could cause problems for the blue team. And they are completely stuck. They've got it right in the middle now. So what can they... So what red is taking advantage of this on the blue. So this is something you got to be careful with on the field. You can get stuck on the field unit. Oh, one of the field pieces just came off. There's a blue one that came out. 3 seconds. Not quite. Red's touching red there. Still in.
The red still counts on that. Okay, it's not touching us. That's a blue robot touching it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red has 1 row, 2 rows.
I can't do it without.
They do not have 3.
We're standing. Yeah, right there. You have to stand up then. They're
So now we're going to get the score.
That's never been an issue.
A little bit of problem for blue as they got stuck on the zip tie in the back.
We got red 23, blue 7.
Red 23, blue 7.
Go ahead and disconnect. Try that robot, eject any balls.
Please drive them over to your own side if you can, carefully. Now we'll have to get some repair work done. All right.
What if the world was a blank canvas and our imagination the brush? We would use only the most vibrant colors, the most dramatic strokes, creating a world of endless expression and endless possibilities, creating a world like Grand Rapids, where every day is a work of art, and the inspiration is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
E, 248A. On the blue table, 248B and 3223C.
All right, we've got one controller on the ground, two controllers on the ground, three controllers on the ground, four controllers on the ground. It's just touching.
Go. No, sir. All right. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
Robot control, let's see what happens. Red gets one to drop, blue gets one to drop, blue gets two more in. And they get an additional in the middle. Gives them additional.
Advantage goes to blue. Go ahead.
Two rows.
Driver controllers. We'll start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Blue with the advantage that they now have two rows to begin with. So let's see what happens as they kind of bump into each other. One red robot's going defense, one robot's going offense. We'll see what they can do. Blue is able to take control of another tower. Red had just taken control of the tower. The other red robot is trying to pull it out. Right now they're trying to load. Blue is taking another tower. Red's desperately trying to get that middle tower. Which they do. Their opponent, or the other blue team, or red team, is desperately tearing balls out of a corner. And it looks like one of the red teams has had a problem with comms or a battery, as they are not moving anymore. So they aren't sure. They'll have to find out later what happened. And it looks like another one dropped. So you got two dead robots, for one dead robot for each team. Oh, they were stuck. They weren't dead. Oh. All right.
Yes.
So there they are. It looks like blue has most of them. Red's scoring robot died. They aren't sure what happened. They'll have to find out what happened on that one. So it looks like blue won, and we'll see what the final score is at the end.
Blue 43, red 6.
Blue 43, red 6.
Go ahead and disconnect, drive your robots to the side.
And the orange robot was actually not dead. They were just holding it there till the end. So that's one where it helped. Their teammate thought they had died, so they rammed them off it so it would drop. So it's part of the whole how communication works and is difficult at times. All right, next up is number 25. On the red side of 25 is 355E and 248A. On the blue side is 248B and 3223C.
3223C, you are due to the playing field.
Okay, now that all the teams are on the field, they're getting themselves set up for the autonomous. Let's see, looks like all the preloads are loaded. Now everybody's just getting their aim right. That's 355E balances it on the roof of the robot to drop it to the top. Let's see, I've got one controller, two controllers on the ground, three controllers on the ground. Waiting on one more, waiting for them to load their preload, then they can throw it on the ground. Once they plug in the robot. Okay, we are almost ready. Nope, they are not ready. They're waiting for communication. They got to turn the robot on. All right, looks like everybody's ready.
Autonomous, 3, 2, 1, go.
Away goes the autonomous. Blue gets one in the middle, red gets two up there. They get two scored. Look at that. Red with the two extra. Red with the autonomous win.
3, 2, 1, go.
At the beginning of driver. Now we get a little bit of a crash up, bang up as everybody's deciding where they're going to go. As you see, there goes somebody's mechanism failed. So blue is able to get another one in the corner. Oh, they dropped it out of the field. Just nice. Red takes another over. Blue's just trying to, one of the blue teammates is just knocking the balls out. Deep going everywhere they can. Red, both teammates each throw one in the middle. So now they're trying to find out where they can find them. Red gets another tower. Red gets another tower. It falls out of the tower. Red's going to see what they can do. So they're working together, they're talking, they're telling each other what they would like the other person to do. And then at the same time, they're trying to do what they need to do. So, doing a good job on teamwork, trying to get things together. So they just bumped one in and called it good. So now can they keep the other opponent? 3, 2, 1. Red with every post. So there is basically max score right there. Almost. They're two short. Three short. You're right. So let's see what the final score is. 67 to 5.
Go ahead and disconnect. Drive your robot to the side.
Could you drive the robot over? Thank you. It's really hard to notice because the robot makes all the garbage. Great job.
All right. Next match on red is 323V and 244A. On the blue side, 3223A. was autonomous. Let's see, Red's got a couple. Let's see what they can do, if they can get the middle one also. They've got 3 seconds to see what it'll do. And it works. They form the whole row. So Red with the autonomous win.
That row back there. We'll start driver control. Pick up your controllers. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now it's driver control. They will take control of the match. So as they're trying to get him desperately, oh, he just nudges it to get the center post. Then they take another that they're driving every which way. It looks like Blue is mostly de-scoring. They're going to see what they can score. They're shoving them in as they can, but for the most part, they're trying to de-score. So we'll see who scores faster versus who de-scores faster. So right as one de-scores, the other comes in and basically scores it back in. So let's see what happens. They got it again. So as the blue team desperately tries to de-score a couple, the 2 red ones are just trading off which one fills the towers back up. So they're continuing to fill while the blue continues to take rows out. So now there's 20 seconds left. So they just de-score, now they try to get another. Middle one scored. Now the other team just de-scored it right as it does. So it looks like all they ended up with is 2 rows. But blue does not have any rows. Looks like blue has 4, 5, and red has more than that. Not by much though, there's almost the same number of balls in. It's just that the reds are on top. So let's see what the final score ends up as.
It sounds so fun.
If only we had a part that could fix that. We got red 24, blue 5.
Red 24, blue 5.
Go ahead, disconnect, drive your own bike to the line.
You drop that for and take the wax.
Sorry about that.
All right, we are moving on to match 27. On the red side, 41091A and 244E. On the blue side, 355K and 248D.
Qualification match 28. Please head to your queuing tables. On the red table, 288D and 323S. On the blue table, 3223D and 3223F.
And now how we did the pits this year is we separated each team into their own tent, basically. So you'll see on the grass, each robot has its own tent and table. Most teams are all on the same side, Generally, each tent will have one team, or they'll be spaced at least 6 feet apart. Sometimes there'll be chairs and other things in the way also. But all our tables are 6 feet apart. So now, as we get ready for the match, it looks like all the teams are loaded. I see 2 controllers on the ground. Both blue controllers are on the ground. 1 red controller, 2 red controller, even though the red robot is still being just slightly adjusted to make sure the angle's perfect. Double checking they are not making contact. And they are ready to go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the robots are on their own. Let's see what they do. 1 missed, but their teammate didn't. So let's see what happens in the last 6 seconds. They load it, and the blue robot just misses.
Oh, that's upsetting. Still red, right?
Red on numbers with the autonomous.
Still red. So we're going to start driver control.
Are the drivers ready? And away they go. Almost too much speed on that throw. Nope, pass. Good call, waiting for the... So as they talk to their drive coaches, the drive coaches tell them where to place which ball. Just falls out. As the red is taking on, quickly took an advantage, but blue not going out of the middle, and they put their own in the middle to help score. So they're seeing what all they can go for as they keep loading. Just set it in. Few empty spots. Let's see what happens. Doesn't quite make it in the middle. So now they're all trying to see what they can score, what they can de-score. As they are now at 30 seconds, seeing what they can get, what can't they get, what row can they form. So talking with their teammates, saying what they lost, what they can't do anymore. So they're just moving out of the way. Maybe let's see what they end up doing. 10 seconds now. As they quickly flip it around to get a corner, which gives them an extra row. So it looks like 2 rows for red. I don't see a blue row. And they had a chain fall off. All right, waiting for the official score.
Red 33, blue 10.
Red 33, blue 10.
Go ahead and disconnect, drive your robot to the side.
All right, as they get ready. All right. All right, number 28. And away go the robots. Oh, it spun itself out. So this will be a close score. Oh, it failed. It knocked its own out. So it looks like blue has won autonomous. Take controllers.
3, 2, 1, go.
Red quickly takes control of one. Blue with emptying. They're playing defense. Gets them off quick. Red takes another tower while blue is busy trying to de-score towers. Looks like red is having issues with their intake on one of the robots. One of the blue robots is hung up on the pillar. They're kind of stuck. So they're going to see if they can get themselves off of it. Oh, they got themselves off. Didn't see what happened. Their teammate helped them or not, but red with another score. So now they're playing total bumper cars, trying to get control. So now they're feeding and feeding and feeding, trying to gain control. Blue is desperately trying to empty out towers as fast as they possibly can. Red is seeing if they can get one loaded. They did indeed, and they got another tower in. So now can they protect it? Red with another corner. Now they're seeing what they can do. Blue gets one on top in the middle. Just like that, red gets another. Blue's trying to get another. 5 seconds. What can they do? Can they score? Can they not score? No. It did not. So that's in. So it looks like one red row. No blue rows. So it looks like red has, looks like this one's red. We'll see what the official score is. Blue had autonomous. Oh, that's right, blue had autonomous. We'll see what this is.
Red 15, blue 11.
15-11. Red wins against blue.
Empty out all the balls.
That was very close. All right, qualification match 29. We will have...
If the world was a blank canvas and our imagination the brush, we would use only the most vibrant colors, the most dramatic strokes, creating a world of endless expression and endless possibilities, creating a world like Grand Rapids, where every day is a work of art and the inspiration is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
And 3223B on the blue side, 288D and 240.
Doug, and this is Mike, and we're the head coaches of the Grandville High School Robodogs. We're standing here at the Robotics Center at 4900 Canal, right in front of the can bin.
Since April, we've collected over 750,000 cans and bottles to help fund our program. So we want to thank Grandville and the surrounding areas for all of your generosity.
We started the first week of May, and you never would have believed we'd reach 1 million cans and bottles, but we're on pace to do that by the end of September. And that 1 million cans and bottles have funded the purchase of tents and parts and cleaning supplies. They've allowed us to run day camps and overnight residential camps, and they even helped support this tournament you're watching right now. So thank you everyone for your support, and please help us by dropping those cans and bottles off here at the Robotics Center, 4900 Canal in Grandville.
We made it really easy for you. You don't have to wear a mask. Just come up to our bins and throw them in. And again, we thank you for your support.
24 hours a day, no mask required. Just pull on up, drop them off, and we'll return them for you. Thanks for your support.
Hi, my name is Mike Evely. I'm one of the head coaches of the Robodogs, and we're here to talk to you today about Donors Choose.
Donors Choose is a website which allows teachers to raise funds for projects for their classrooms. We've used Donors Choose to raise funds to purchase a number of items here at the Robotics Center, like 3D printers, robot parts, and computers. We're here today to ask that you go to the Donors Choose website, find our projects, and please donate.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Go to www.donorschoose.org, search for Mr. Evely, E-V-E-L-E, and you can donate to support the Robodogs 3D printers. Thanks again.
Putting the cover back on. Now it looks like they are ready to go.
Good. Control on the ground.
Controller are all on the ground. Robots are ready.
You ready? On time in 3, 2, 1, go.
And goes the Auton. Let's see what happens. Just missed. And the other one just missed. So they got one in. Does that get in there? It does not.
Okay. So I think it's red. That ball still scores.
Do you have another call here that
Only one in blue. Okay, you got one in blue there. They got one. They got two extras.
So let's see what the score is. Red has the Auton.
Controllers in hand, driver control starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, now the drivers are running it. Let's see what happens. This is where it's going to start moving really fast. They both missed. Each team went for the center and both had a fine foul. So now they're both fine. In it goes. Red with another one on top. So it's like defense for the one robot. And they get another one. So red and blue are kind of trading towers right now, but one of the blue robots has a problem. So now they're trying to figure out what they can do. How can they score fast enough to make up for it? So now, another D score, what can they do? They got a bunch of them in one corner. Can they get it on somewhere else? 20 seconds remain. What can they do? 10 seconds. What can they do? What can they do? Can they stop them? Oh, and they de-scored a foul at the end. Blue with one row, red with no row. Red has Auton. This comes down to counting how many of the balls are counting. That's the count. That will be the difference. It looks like, we'll see what the count is, but it looks like red might have one more. But we'll wait for the official count.
All right, I got red 18, blue 15.
Red 18, blue 15.
Go ahead and disconnect, drive your robots to the side.
It's Saturday, September 26th, and we're going to show you another VEX in the Tent event live from Grandville High School in Grandville, Michigan.
All this robotic action is coming to you from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. It's the home of the Grandville High School RoboDogs.
We've got teams here for a morning event and an afternoon event. There's 24 teams this morning and 24 this afternoon, hailing from 6 different states. You want to stay with us all day because we start in the morning with our morning event, 8 a.m. qualification rounds, 11:30 starts the playoffs, and then in the afternoon...
In the afternoon, qualification rounds start at 1:30 with the playoffs at 4:30.
2 great events back-to-back today under the big tents. 48 teams playing, 2 events, morning and afternoon. If you can join us for one or the other, great. Stay all day and watch the whole thing.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the robotic action.
As busy as the world gets, there are still times when things move a little slower, when life is a little simpler, and the local color looks good enough to eat. Welcome to harvest time, when Mother Nature puts on a whole new wardrobe, and we look at life in a whole new way. So pull out that favorite sweater and grab yourself a little piece of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Here goes the autonomous. Looks like that one had a problem. Just slightly off aim. And that was a little off aim also. Looks like blue broke up the row. So blue with the autonomous win.
We'll start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the driver will decide it. Hey, while we're running that, a quick message for all the teams here. Hey, it looks like many of you have waited too late in the day to run your skills runs. I'm going to tell you, we're going to run out of time on the skills field because it was empty for most of the first hour and a half, and now everybody wants to go play skills. So we're going to make sure that everybody gets at least a run today, and then we'll get the second runs before people get third runs. But when you wait until the last hour to run skills and you guys jam it all up, it's just overbooked. So we'll do what we can to make sure we get everybody at least 1 and then 2, and then you get your third run. But the skills field, they called for it earlier. We weren't getting people to come play, and now everybody wants to play skills in the last hour. So note for your next event, do not wait to your last hour. You'll end up where you are today, where you won't get another run because you waited too long in the day. I want to note while we're doing this, we're almost to the end of the qualification rounds. I think we're going to keep the skills field running during the elimination rounds. So as we do playoffs, we'll let the skills field run some more, just to make sure everybody gets at least a run, and then we'll try for 2. I don't think we'll get to 3 for everybody, just based on the backup that's in the line right now. As you wrap up today, please do leave your area neat for us. Please don't leave all your trash behind. It just gives us more to do as we pick things up. We're going to ask you to take your tables and fold them up and leave them there for us. We'll take care of them. And we'll take down all the tents and canopies. So nothing to take down. Just make sure when you're done, you clear your area out, take your trash, and then fold your table up and leave it on the ground there. We'll take care of the tables. Leave your chairs right there. We'll take care of those too. But we will need your help getting packed up when it's time to roll today. We're going to run right up to the end of the day. We're a little bit behind for a bunch of reasons. The field has had a couple of times we've broken. I'm going to go back to action with Kevin and his own field. All right. And on that one, blue took 3 towers right there in the last 10 seconds, and that gave them all but 1 tower.
That last one.
So, The corner and the middle were both scored with less than 4 seconds. So that gave them quite a few extra.
Okay, got final score. Blue 55, red 9.
Blue 55, red 9.
Go ahead and disconnect, ride the robots to your side.
You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
B and 3223F. On the blue side, 244D and 3223A.
All right, we're probably gonna have another minute or two delay. We're doing a little bit of repair work on one of the towers on the blue side.
Do you guys show the score? Okay. Yeah, the score shows at the bottom. All right. Well, but that's the live score. That's not the official. So that's where at the end, it's going to save. They can flash it up there. Yeah, that's cool. That's where we can move tournament manager over. This person can accomplish it both and control when the ranking. Yeah, we should. I think we need 2 people still. This is a lot of work still. There's a lot of other timeout videos and stuff like that. We can do more. So it is 2 people. But these 2 people over there just sitting there. The camera guy? Yeah. You're good about pointing out when the balls aren't set up, right?
All right, field is already fixed.
They're going to point out my mistakes. Where's the guys that get the guys? Where'd he go? Where's your helper? He's over there sending text.
Just getting the height confirmed, and then we'll be ready to go.
Go get it. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to have a lot.
Because of the skills?
Yeah, because they're not effective.
Yeah, I heard.
Some of the teams have been for a long time.
All right, looks like the red side is fully ready. The blue side has one ready. They're just doing their last bit of setup on the E.
You only set up once. Oh, you only had to do it once. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not He's learning.
Okay, they've got a balance. Nope. Didn't have it. How much does it move when he steps off? How softly can he step off the field? There you go. All right. We are loaded. Just off. Let's see what blue does. Blue gets one in. Red got one in. But blue took the entire row.
Go ahead and pick up your controller.
Drivers ready?
And we're going to start driving control in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, drivers have control. Blue had the autonomous win. Let's see what happens. As you see balls go swinging every which way, blue managed to pull it out, but then they put the blue back, or red back right in top. They moved a little too fast on that one. Red with another. Blue nails another. You're seeing these teams just alternate. You see one robot moves in, all of a sudden it's got it. It moves to the next one and it instantly has the next one. So you're seeing the towers change possession about every 5 seconds right now, as they are just flinging balls every which way, trying to load up, trying to get control of certain ones. So which can they control? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got to clear this area over here. You guys are way too close together, right? They should send you back to your pits. You got to stay 6 feet apart. That's not working, so please return to your pits. You can watch this online, but this isn't working, right? Because you're not 6 feet apart. You're going to get us all in trouble. So everybody back to your pits, please. And we can't have big groups gathering over here. I'm sorry about that. All right, so now Blue's trying to get this corner, and looks like they might have done it. Red's trying to get that straight one right in front of them. They just get it to stop at 2 seconds. Sorry, folks, we got to keep working on this social distancing thing. I think I told it I told you this afternoon. We frequently have people go by and photograph this site and send it to the local authorities and say you should penalize these people for having a group outdoors. And I'm trying like heck not to get fined by the state or shut down by the schools, which means I got to keep you 6 feet apart and at your pit table. So sorry to be such a pain in the butt about it, but it is the world we live in right now. So thanks for your help. This is being broadcast live. I've been watching it as I wandered around. It's a pretty good broadcast. You can see the action. So feel free to go on to the RoboDogs YouTube channel and watch the events. You can see it pretty well, and even better from your pit.
35 to 5.
Blue wins 35 to 5.
All right, go ahead and disconnect. Drive your robots to the side. Go ahead and eject that ball out of there.
You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
One, 5B and 3, 2, 2, 3C.
I can do it at some point.
All right, a little double check of towers, confirming where the location is of zip ties and everything else. Confirming the right spot, confirming location. All right. I have one robot ready. I have 2 robots ready with their controllers down. 3 robots, 4 robots. A little bit of angle. Looks like we are ready to go.
All right, odds on it. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Red almost gets it to work on one. Blue gets one on work. The other red overthrows by a little bit. All right. Blue with the autonomous win. Now to driver.
3, 2, 1, go.
Drivers go. All right, let's see what they do. So one of the red robots seems to be having a bit of a drivetrain issue. They might have it figured out. Yep, they got it figured out. Maybe not. Oh, they've got a bent piece on their intake. So now they're catching it on the ground, so they got it backwards. So lots of contact. Lots of contact. So now another intake is bent. So now they're just trying to do everything they can, and it's 3 defensive robots because everyone's got 3 robots have some damage. Actually, all 4 robots have damaged intakes right now. So now it becomes a war of attrition. Pushback. Oh, wait. 248B, their intake does work, and they've got one up top, just like that. They throw one in. They go to the next one. What can they do? What can they do? 10 seconds. Just falls down. What can they do? What can everybody do? There's 1 second and it's over. All right. There are no rows. Is there a row? Hey, blue row. Sorry, my apologies. So 1 row from the team that won autonomous. So I think blue is sitting in pretty good shape. Waiting for the official score.
Okay, we have blue 22, red 4.
22-4. Blue has won.
Welcome to the 2020-2021 game, VEX IQ Challenge, Rise Above. There are 3 ways to play VEX IQ Challenge, Rise Above.
First, 2 teams will collaborate in 60-second teamwork challenge matches, working together to maximize their score. Both teams will receive the same points.
Each of these teams will consist of 2 drivers and 1 robot. 1 driver will operate the robot for the first half of the match, and the other driver will operate it for the second half.
Second, each team will have the opportunity to compete in the Driving Skills Challenge. In these matches, teams have 60 seconds of driver-controlled time to score as many points as possible.
Third, each team will also have the opportunity to play Programming Skills Challenge matches in which they have 60 seconds of autonomous robot operation to score points, no drivers allowed.
Scores from the Driving and Programming Skills Challenges will be combined to determine a Robot Skills Challenge champion.
VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above is played on the new, wider field, measuring 6 feet by 8 feet.
Robots and game objects start on the field in predetermined positions, and there are 9 goals located around the field.
Be sure to double-check the robot size rules this year, as they may not be the same as previous VEX IQ Challenge games.
The scoring objects are risers, with a height of approximately 8.75 inches and a width of approximately 7 inches. There are a total of 27 risers on the field.
The object of the game is to score as many points as possible with your alliance partner by scoring risers in goals and completing rows.
Each riser scored inside of a goal is worth 1 point. Each riser stacked on top is worth 1 additional point.
If teams score 3 risers of the same color in a row, they will have a completed row and will earn an additional 3 points.
If teams can stack 3 risers in the same goal, and that goal is part of a completed row, they will have a completed stack and will earn an additional 30 points.
Teams will have to experiment with different scoring configurations to figure out the most efficient way to score points.
For official game rules and robot requirements for VEX IQ Challenge Rise Above, please see the game manual found at roboticseducation.org and vexiq.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com. Good luck and have a great season.
All 4 ready. Look, 1 sec. Wind blew the ball. Okay, we look ready to go.
All right, watch on in 3, 2, 1, go.
Autonomous is good. Oh. End up accidentally throwing it out of the field. Oh, and they went across.
Could be advantage red.
Red with the advantage.
They actually got their home row as well. So, coolers up, driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
And there they go. All right, red with the corner really quick. Red with the middle real quick. People are forgetting which team they're fighting for, so it'll be entertaining here. You got to make sure you're scoring the right color. Blue takes over another. Red steps right in immediately after and flips it back. That tower wasn't even controlled for 3 seconds. And it was switched out. Red with another, blue trying, and it just didn't quite release. Blue gets one, red can't quite do it. Red manages to sneak by the defender and throws it in. A little bit of a defense, a little bit of offense. See what happens. They're trying hard to hold that corner. So they're able to hold the corner. So now you're seeing people dumping goals just to get balls out of the corner. See a little bit of crashing as they try and angle it in. Gets them in. Blue takes one, red takes the next. They basically take control and it's immediately flipped out. Just like that, but they're holding it up.
I have to reset.
Red with quite a few towers on the end. They flipped 3 in the last 10 seconds it looked like, so that makes a big difference. So we'll wait for the official score, but it looks like red has this one pretty well wrapped up.
Tower is blue.
That tower is blue as the top ball is above.
No red balls are scored in that either.
So that's the way the scoring is called, so that kept red from a clean sweep. Final score is?
We have red 48, blue 7.
Red 48, blue 7.
Go ahead and disconnect, drag your robot to the side.
All right, match 34. On the red side, we will have 323V and 3223D. On the blue side, we have 3223E and 355K.
Qualification match 35. On the red side, 244D and 288C. On the blue side, 244E and 323S.
All right, looks like everybody's getting their robots lined up. Red's just got to turn on the robot. They're checking their program, see if they got the right one activated. Blue teams are both ready now, right at the same time. They set them on the ground. Red is double checking one thing. Nope. Oh. Little cleanup on the field. All right, looks like everyone is ready to go.
Odd time in 3, 2, 1, go.
Red gets one thrown in, and another, and another. What can they do? Can they get that middle also to clean up the full row? Oh, it bounced in just to double it up.
Their home row there. Advantage red.
Red has the advantage.
Controllers up. We'll start drive control. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Driver control. And now you see the robots really bashing into each other now quick as they're trying to gain control. They're going for those towers, trying to get what they can. So blue is employing one to get score and one to de-score. So let's see, we got kind of a smash-up derby on the one side. Blue just missed covering that one up. Both reds are taking over towers. That was a different game. So now blue took over one and red walked right in 3 seconds later and does not take it. But they emptied it. So now everybody's fighting to see if they can maintain. Red's fighting to keep control of the middle. Blue's trying to knock them out of the middle. They found they could just knock it enough so that it wouldn't fall in. All right, we're seeing where it goes. Red's working hard to knock them in and out. Doesn't quite work. And they knocked two out of the field. So now blue's trying. All right. Red has quite a few towers. It looks like they have 1, 2 rows. I don't see any blue rows. Red looks like they've taken it, but we'll wait for the official score to see what it ended up as.
Red 27, blue 3.
Red 27, blue 3.
Go ahead and disconnect and drive your robots to the side.
All right. This will be our last match coming up. Now they try to get around each other. Now they got to eject the ball before it dies. Too late. All right. Okay, for our final match of the qualifying round. On the red side, we will have 244D and 288C. On the blue side, we have 244E and 323S. All right, now the field is ready. Teams are coming in, loading up. Okay, now we'll see how everybody's ready on autonomous. All right, now they're all lined up. Red team controllers are both on the ground. blue team is just finalizing getting their robot into the height requirement. All right, looks like everybody's ready.
All right, last man.
Oh.
Ellie, flip those around. Very polite. Very polite.
All right.
Don't listen to them. Thank you for pointing that out. Sir. All right. -3 points for this team. All right, we'll start Auton here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Away goes Auton. All right, like that. Red gets 2, blue gets 2, red just misses, blue misses twice.
High, right?
Looks like a tie.
Go ahead and pick up your controller.
All right, looks like it's driver time.
Let's drive in 3, 2, 1, go.
Away go the drivers. All right, let's see what they can load up. Kind of fed them their teammate, and away they go, smashing into each other. As they both red teams score, both blue teams score, both red teams score, and away they go. Oh, and they lost all of their chains. We are currently there. We are currently playing the last of the qualification rounds. Immediately after this round, we'll do alliance selection, so teams be paying attention. Immediately after this round, we'll do alliance selection right out in front of the tent here. I'll be calling teams out there as soon as this match is over. All right, looks like there's a couple damage intakes going on. We'll see what happens here. No, just missed. All right, Blue's taking advantage of that. Let's see what they can do. We're going to run the skills field for a few more minutes. We can't run it to the very end because we have to actually do awards. We have to use those skill scores for some things. So we're going to run it as long as we possibly can today. I'll let you know when we cut it off. We probably got room for 3 or 4 more teams. We're trying to get them in right now. As every team tries to de-score in the last few seconds, what can they do? Can't quite do it.
Hey, good job.
So a little bit of intake problems caused it. It was really close right at the beginning, but then the last bit ended. All right, let's see what the final score is for Blue. Kevin, you know it's a good match when you get a bit done and you see license plate and chain stuff on the belt on the field. There has been a lot of chain all day on the conveyor item.
Claiming this stuff.
Pay the neighbor.
All right. Go ahead and let's clear the field. Get ready for line selection.
All right, that was our last qualifying match. We will go for alliance selection here in a few minutes.
323 Sam, 248A, 248B, 3223G.
It's that time. It's time to pick alliances. We're going to play this off and see the champion here. Be interesting to see what happens. We got 2 teams that won this morning. I suspect may try to do it again this afternoon. So when I call your team, send someone out here for alliance selection. We're going to line you up just like we did earlier. Our number 1 ranked team today, 5-1 this afternoon. 323 V Gears. Come on out here, 323 V Gears. You're our number 1 alliance captain. And the alliance captain, 323. Here you go, Gears. Come on over here. Just like before, start right here, right where I'm at. And number 2, 41091A, Revelation.
If you come over here, Mr. Clark will point you at your spot. You're our number 2 ranked team today. Congratulations. You're our second alliance captain. Interestingly enough, the first ranked alliance was 5-1. The second ranked alliance was 6-0. So you actually had a 6-0 record. You had a 5-1. But because of what you did in autonomous, you guys actually took the number 1 position today. Third up, 355 Victor, the Orange Mambas. Come on out, 355 Victor, the Orange Mambas. You're number 3. Number 4, 3231S Voltage Strike. If you guys would go here and stand right here for me. 355 Eagle, number 5. 355 Eagle, E-A-G-L-E. 355. Come on down. You're our 5th alliance captain. 323S Short Circuit is coming over here. 323S Short Circuit, come on down. Number 7, 248A World Qualified. Not really. Ranked 7th today, but they got a good name. 248A World Qualified. I need your alliance captain right here, please. And the final 8th alliance captain to start today is from 288D, Jake from State Farm. 288D, come on down. And you are our number 8 alliance captain today. So the way this works in VEX is that each group gets to pick now, and the first alliance captain will pick who they want to play with. That person will accept or turn them down. If they accept, they're on their alliance, they play together. If they turn them down, that means that person can't be picked by another team today. They have to wait and pick on their own. So you can't turn someone down and then take someone else's invitation. Okay, it sounds like the software this year has taken us to 11 alliances, so we're going to go find some more alliance captains down here. It sounds like lots of people are going to play in the playoffs today, which would be fun for people at home to watch. Number 9, our number 9th alliance captain down here, 3223G. Sorry, Carl. I can't spit that out. 3223G. It's a long walk from the fire tent. The 10th alliance captain, 244E Sketch, with a sketchy robot, a sketchy design notebook. Number 11, 244D Dutch, the West Michigan Dutch, 244D. You are number 11. So there we go. Now we have 11th alliance captains. The software tells us they were playing 11 alliances, which is a lot in the playoffs. So now we'll walk back to number 1 down here. We'll start alliance picking. All right, so 323V. Can't be too hard to figure out who you want to play with. I'm going to ask who you want an alliance with.
410-91A.
What do you say?
We accept.
Right there, 6 feet behind him. Everybody move down 1. 1115B, right? Team Ramrod is our next one down there. 1115B, Ramrod. Go join on the end. You are now 11th alliance captain. All right, now 2nd place alliance. We're going to ask you who you want to play. Orange Mambas, who would you like to ask?
We would like to ask 355E to be our alliance partner.
355E, what do you say?
We accept.
Move on down. All right, 6 feet behind him right there. We're going to add one more, and you guys move down a little bit. Add on the end over there. 288C, you're now going to be picking. You're now our 11th place alliance captain. Okay, going to stop right here. Show me your number. Perfect. Voltage Strike. Who do you want to have?
323S.
323S, right next to him.
We accept.
Right there behind him. You join the alliance. 6 feet behind him, please. Move on down. Got to create another alliance. 3223D. You're our 11th place alliance. Go on down there, please. Okay, 284, 248A. Who do you want?
244D.
244D. 244D. What do you say?
We accept.
6 feet behind him. There's an alliance. Another one. We're going to add 244A to the end of the Mambo line here. So 244A, going down there, you're going to be the next alliance captain. 288D, Jake from State Farm, who do you say?
244A.
244A, you just got here, you've been picked, what do you say? He says, okay. 6 feet behind him, need another alliance captain, 248D down there, join us on the end. 3223G, Carl, who do you want to pick?
244E.
244E. What do you say?
We accept.
Hey, what do you know? Scoot on down. 3223A, I need you out here. You're our 11th place Alliance captain now. It's going to be slimmer picking now. He gets to pick an Alliance partner. What's your Alliance number? Show me your team number, please. Helps us get these right in the computer. 1115B, Team Ramrod. What do you say?
355K.
355K. K? 355K. She's waving her arm. She's holding up one finger. Which finger was that? Show me again. It's a thumbs up. Okay, I feel better about that. That's an accept. Right there behind her. 6 feet behind her, please. I can have another Alliance captain. Nope, that's it. Okay, 288C. Who do you want?
248D.
248D. What does 248D say?
Graciously accept.
She's gracious. 6 feet behind her. You're accepting. 3223D. Oh, and add another Alliance one. A new Alliance captain for 11th place Alliance 3223B. Come on down. You're our next 11th place Alliance captain. 3223B. Boy, please come on down. Put you at the end of the line here. Okay, 3223D. These numbers are really long and hard. Who do you want?
3223A.
3223A. What do you say?
We accept.
Okay, right straight behind him. 6 feet behind him. Scoot on down. 3223B. You got to pick somebody, so jump on up here. 3223E. You're now the 11th place Alliance captain. Stand right here. Grab that number for me. That's B. So you got to pick someone for your Alliance partner, and you got about 4 or 5 choices. Hold them all out. Here, spread the numbers for him. Here you go. So you got 248B or 3 of your teammates, C, E, or F.
I'll take E.
E. He wants 3223E. What do you say, 3223E? E, you've been picked. What do you say? He accepts F. I need F as a captain. 3223 Frank, come on down. You're a captain. Yeah, all teams stay in place here. We got to get you all loaded in the computer. This is going really fast. There's lots of you. Here's your 2 choices, 3223C or 248B. Who would you like?
C.
Excellent, Pete. You took a fellow team, 3223C. What do you say? They're going to play. He's going to play in the Alliance playoffs too. So 248B, we're going to send you home. Thanks for playing today. You get to join the cleanup crew early. I want to run back through these teams a second. We got our 11 Alliances that are playoffs. What happens is we're going to play a first round of playoffs. It's single elimination in VEX, so they all play once. The winners move on. The losers are done for the day. We play till there's 1 team standing. They're our champion today, or 2 teams standing. That's our championship alliance. So, Katie, I'm going to read these off one more time.
Go all the way down to 3223D.
David, number 9.
3223 David, where are you at? Okay, so 3223 David is with 3223 Alpha. We got it?
And then the next one, B.
Guys, show me your numbers. Guys, show me your numbers. Then I've got 3223 B and E, Boy and Edward.
Good.
The next one after them is 3223 C and F, Fred and Clarence.
Good.
We're good? Okay, if you want to talk to your alliance partners before you get back to your pitch, do that now. We're going to start playing in about 3 minutes, so talk to them. First up will be our number 1 alliance versus our number 11 alliance, I think, but I got to check the computer to make sure.
No.
No, it's not?
No.
Okay, let's close off this broadcast. We'll see you just a minute on the other broadcast. We'll see you next on the playoff and